Hello everyone, Triple S here, and welcome back to some more Sakura FANT-ARSE-Y. So last time we had a chat with the Empress about some things, from what I can remember, because it has been a while since I recorded any of this game. But let's carry on. I'm back at the training grounds today. I'm not on guard duty, thank the creator. After all that's happened in those chambers, I'll never complain about hitting wooden dummies again. In fact, it's nice to be able to hit something after listening to those councilmen for so long. Fortunately, Kira motions for me to cease training. The first day I get back to it, and there's already going to be interruptions. Novices, I require your attention. The Empress herself is visiting our training grounds. Pay your utmost respect. Ardina is visiting us right now, pronounce your T's. No one knows the reason for visiting today, but I can take a guess. After what I saw in the council chamber, I know it could be for no reason other than recruiting. Ardina looks much the same as she did when she last visited. She's wearing her emotionless mask. She takes a moment to wait for the rest of the novices in the barracks to assemble themselves. My novices, my knights, I come before you with a request. Despite her lack of emotion, her words still sound inspirational. Not a single person looks away, they're waiting on her every word. All of you know that a star fell from the sky a week ago. Everyone has discussed what the star means, but its meaning will only become apparent when we see it for ourselves. There is going to be an expedition to reach the star, travelling through the Mayas and into the desolate lands beyond. Will any of you volunteer for this? It will be a journey filled with peril, so I understand if you refuse. But your Empress needs brave volunteers. Will you not help her in her time of need? Most of the novices look away. I can't blame them. What she's asking for is practically suicide. It's one thing to be on the walls and just defending. It's another to actually brave the wilderness to seek a fallen star. Kira also looks shocked. She wasn't expecting something like this. My Empress, surely you ask too much of these novices. They are not ready for battle yet. Can you not come later? I'm afraid this cannot wait, Kira. I also reaffirm that this is only for volunteers. I will force no one. Surely there is one among you who would go forward to seek the star. Her vacant eyes survey the entire crowd before her. Cannot talk. Ugh. As I'm about to step forward, I feel a hand on my shoulder. It's Gwyn holding me back. Don't go near the Mayas. You won't come back alive. Never before have her words sounded as grave as they do now. Relenting, I step back into the crowd. I think the Empress notices me when I do, though. The crowd parts as she begins to walk towards me. It seems that we meet again. I have an unusual feeling about you, guardsmen. Trusting my feelings has led me into prosperity in the past, so this is what I will ask of you. Guardsmen, would you be willing to take this journey? All the other novices gape at me in awe. The Empress herself has requested for Raylan to go on this journey. They talk among themselves excitedly. The Empress seems to notice their chatter. I have forgotten to ask your name when I had spoken to you before, either one. Please forgive me, Raylan. Your words caused an even stronger reaction than before. Raylan has spoken with the Empress before? How could that happen? Ignoring the room among us, Ardina focuses her full attention on me. I ask again, are you willing to take this journey? Expectation weighs heavily on me right now. Everyone seems to be holding their breath. Before I come open my mouth to reply, Kira steps in. I can't let such an inexperienced combatant go into the wilds, not without someone to ensure her safety. What you're asking for is too much, my Empress. Then are you saying that you wish to join her, Kira? It's not often that I see my instructor knocked off balance. But I have my duties here, Empress. I am not forcing you to make a decision. You may go or may stay. I know the journey will be perilous. Torn between her work and this proposal, Kira looks over to me. I have a duty to my novices to keep them safe, to train them to face adversity. I cannot allow Raylan to go into the wilds alone. If she chooses to go, I will join her. I will arrange for someone to take my place while I am gone. Someone else steps forward from the crowd. None other than Gwyn. She's stony-faced, trying to hide her fear. Jesus Christ, 4 people on the screen at once. I will not let my friend go there without me. Allow me to join this expedition. It'll take a dozen scribes to fill your place, Gwyn. I am aware of that. It is a sacrifice they will have to make. Kira's shaking her head, but she's smiling too. No, she's not. Now she is. It seems that you have all agreed on this. So be it. You shall be the Fellowship of the Ring. No, for the first time, I see the Empress smiling. You will be hearing from the castle shortly. If we're going to do this, we will need time to prepare. My Empress, can I request a month's notice before we have to leave? These novices are not ready. The smile disappears from Ardina's face, but she accepts. So shall it be then. You have a month before you proceed into the wilds. Do your best to prepare. I will ensure that you will have everything you need to seek the star. Simply ask for it and it will be provided. Thank you, my Empress. I will do my best. We all will. I believe in each and every one of you. That concludes my business here. Please continue with your training, novices. No one will think less of you for refusing. Though she puts it that way, the novices still seem to be ashamed. Yet they still have the courage to step forward. Ooh. Keep training, do your Empress proud in your own way. As the Empress leaves, Kira looks at a loss with herself. You've just agreed to a suicide mission. While you two are brave, bravery alone isn't going to be enough out there. I think we'll conclude training early today. We'll talk about this later. Kira disappears back into the barracks. All the novices leave the training grounds as soon as she does. Soon it's only me left. Has she planned for this the entire time? Did she already decide that I was going to go on this journey? I don't know what to think now. Have I just condemned myself to dying namelessly in the wilderness? No, I can't think like that. I'll be ready for whatever lies out there. If I remember correctly, the star landed north. Wait, if it's landed out there, then that means... I better not get ahead of myself. I need to prepare. If that star has landed where I think it has, then I absolutely must make it there. Failure is not an option. ... Returning to our sleeping quarters, I find Gwyn waiting for me. For a moment we just stand there, taking in the gravity of what we'd done. So, we're going on an expedition. We're going to see the Mayas firsthand. Do you know what that means? We'll get a chance to kill monsters? Yes, but do you know what we're going to face apart from monsters? The Mayas are filled with black mud. The kind that clings to your legs and feet. Not to mention flooding, lack of food, snaring vines. I didn't want you to go because I've read all about those swamps. Now that we're going into them, I can't help but feel afraid. It'll be fine, Gwyn. I hope so. There's so much to plan for in the meantime. Food will have to be rationed too. We can only carry so much. Not to mention that there's nothing to be scavenged. Nothing can be scavenged from the forest? Surely there's something we could forage for out there. We won't really have time to forage. The best thing we can do is ration ourselves as we travel. Food is definitely going to be a problem then. Yes, but there is much to consider when on a journey like this. But you will find you are in capable hands. Gwyn is used to planning, rationing and handling equipment requisitions. Speak! Her years spent as a novice at this barracks have proven invaluable. I'm so glad she chose to come with us. What of you, Gwyn? You think you'll be okay out there? My gift will be enough. Your far-seeing will not help you in a fight, so I will protect you. Why do I need to be protected though? Can I not protect myself? I never said you couldn't protect yourself. And I never said that you shouldn't return the favour if I do protect you. We are going into dangerous lands. If we want to survive, we need to protect each other. She makes a really good point there. I guess I'm too focused on proving my own worthiness. Looking away, Gwyn seems to be lost in thought. I wish I knew why we were seeking that star, but the Empress doesn't wish to tell us. Recalling the events from the council chambers, I can only think that the star must mean something significant. The Empress is much older than any of us. What it means to her could be long lost to history. It must be a painful memory or something very personal. Your ability to read others is unusual, Raylan. I do not remember you being so insightful with Kira. But now that you mention that, it's fully possible. We all have our memories we do not wish to speak of. Haven't you seen that melancholy look in her eyes too? It's like she's mourning. Am I the only one who has noticed that? Yes, it does look like she's in grief. It's the first thing I noticed about her when she visited us. Who or what is she mourning the loss of? That is what I can't work out. She's a frustrating Empress to read. Yes, but she is our frustrating Empress. So we must do our best to make sure we can find that star. If it means something to her, then it means something to the entire Empire. I remember her saying that it did matter to the entire Empire. What it possibly means is beyond my understanding. Did you find anything about the star in your legends? I've not found any legends about the star since you've asked. I will keep looking and see if I can find anything. For now, we should rest. You should also go to see Kira. I believe you owe her your thanks. That would be a good idea. Kira's been apprehensive ever since I agreed to go on this journey. I need to talk to her and put her at ease. Thank you, Gwyn. I'll speak to her soon. Good. I need to get back to work. We need to put forward an equipment request to the Empress. We need supplies of all kinds, including replacement armour. Some monsters can destroy armour out there. I'm sure you would rather not be nude while in the mires. With all that mud, slime and rain? Exactly. On that note, we will need warm clothing too. I'm not sure if I could convince Kira to wear anything different though. Anyway, you should really get going now. We both have things that we need to do. Gwyn quickly disappears into the hallways of the barracks. I guess there's nothing to do now but talk to Kira. ... Well, here I am before Kira's quarters again. I'm hesitant to open it as I know what happened last time. It'd be better to knock this time. As I knock on the door, there's no response. Is she even here? Just open the door! Opening the door slowly, I take a step inside. Kira, are you here? Ooh. Oh no, not again. Don't tell me that I did it again. Yep, I did. Kira is once again in a state of undress. It's just like before, except that she's wearing even less than she was before. No top, no bottom, yet for whatever reason she has her shoulder pads on. And a cloak of all things. Though this time she has her back to me, so she doesn't have to cover anything with her hands. She doesn't seem to be angry this time either. She looks more lost in thought than anything. I don't think she's even noticed that I'm here yet. Kira? Hello? I seem to be coping better this time, at least I learned something from last time. Being able to actually speak is going to help me a lot. Which one? Let's ask her. Why not? You have a moment to speak, Kira? She idly turns her head back to look at me while I'm standing in the doorway. Raylan? Why are you here? She turns to face me, leaving her chest completely exposed. I can already feel a burning sensation in my cheeks. Gwyn told me that I should speak with you. I wonder if Gwyn is doing this on purpose now. She sent me at just the wrong moment last time too. I see, yes, you should speak with me. Maybe not right now though, you can see that I am busy. Why did you remove your armour? I was just remembering something. Remembering something? She's doing that by removing her armour? What exactly could she be remembering? Removing it reminds me of a time where I was very vulnerable and afraid. It almost feels like yesterday. Looking away from me, she seems to be examining her body. She runs her hands down her body, feeling her skin. I can wear this lace to cover up the scars, but I know that it's underneath there. I can't ever get away from them. They'll always serve as a reminder of those times. Scars? But the lace doesn't exactly leave much to the imagination. I can't see any scars from where I'm standing. Perhaps she's the only one who can see those scars? That would make a lot of sense, but why isn't she reacting like she did last time? Whatever she's daydreaming about, it must matter more to her than having her privacy invaded. So, didn't you learn anything from the last time this happened? You are aware of how angry I was, right? You sure you want to tempt my wrath right now? I might just make you push the boulder from now until dawn. Despite what she's talking about, there's no real threat behind her words. It's like she's just idly musing to herself. She barely recognises that I'm here at all. Wherever her mind is at the moment, it's not here and now. Why won't you respect my privacy, Raylan? You're making a habit of entering my private quarters before you check if it's okay. It's only a small effort to knock to see if I'm ready to talk to you or not. Her tone suggests complete apathy, though. She definitely couldn't be bothered issuing any punishments right now. Whatever she's thinking of, it's obvious that it's something very important to her. I'm not going to be able to speak with her as she is right now. I'm going to have to wait until she's done musing. Even if you aren't far-seeing, you seem to like watching people during private moments. Could you please knock on the door first before you come barging in here? It would allow me a moment to prepare myself. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to do this. Ignorance isn't a justification, Raylan. This has happened before, and you were plainly told that you should make sure that I'm not busy before you step inside my quarters. Yeah, I'm sorry. Punish me later if you have to. Just when you're done here, can we talk? Yes, that should be no problem. I was going to speak to you soon anyway. There are things about the mires you should know before you decide to go there. I'll talk to you in a minute, Raylan. Could you just give me a moment to get dressed? Please? I just need a minute or two. Well, I know better than to linger longer than I should in this situation. I slowly closed the door just like last time, leaving Kira to her own thoughts. And I am going to end this episode off here. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm just doing like one episode recording instead of recording like for an hour and cutting it up into episodes. So I'm going to do it like this. And I'm guessing it seems I'm going to be able to do like between dots, between two dots, you know, transitions. I'll be able to do it. And I'm pretty sure as well that if I had actually knocked on the door and waited and then gone in, she would actually be in a better state of dress. She would actually be wearing her lace or something like that, I do believe. So we wouldn't have been able to properly see her butt and stuff if I'd done that. So yeah, but thank you all for listening, and I shall see you all next time for some more Sakura Fantasy. See you next time. Goodbye.
It's interesting because Freddy herself doesn't come on stage very often.
No. Ah! Foxy!
You run out of power if you want to see her again. Again, just kidding.
I get a photo with you. You decided to photograph my kids, and two for me, of course. Ah! I can't believe I'm standing this close to Vinci. Ah!